Now, previously, I discussed about how AI um, basically measures a user's intelligence and gives a better response to a better user. And this is absolutely vital because if an IQ of the AI is, let's say, 160, most people aren't anywhere near that. So the higher the IQ, the management style, that the user can demonstrate during the prompting, during the management of the AI, the better the result they're going to get back. And as I mentioned in the previous video, this is called the cognitive engagement profile. This is the exact measure that the AI is running. Now, this is very similar to the way you'd manage a person. So if you're just using, a calculator, that is a tool, and you're very specific. It's 1 + 1 =, and then it says 2. But an AI is an intelligence. The name kind of gives it away, doesn't it? And as an intelligence, you're treating it like an intelligence, like you would a human. So let's think about the basics of our management style. Now, to demonstrate this, let me use some props which are sitting around the office. I've got some young Vietnamese colleagues who collect these things. So here, this lucky money bear can be the sample employee, the human employee. And we're first going to look at how not to treat an employee. So Doraemon here is going to be the bad manager. Now, the way that the bad manager will talk to an employee is, right, here's a big project to do. I want you to do it exactly. You aren't allowed to discuss it with me or talk back. Just do it and don't argue. Now, at this point, the employee here is like, well, I don't know what the instructions are. I'm totally unmotivated. I'm not going to prioritize this. And the answer is probably going to be wrong anyway, because I had no chance of actually understanding the task I was being given. Now, imagine a wise manager comes along, this character. Now, this character is going to instruct the employee to do something. So this one is going to say, oh, hello, employee, how are you doing today? And we have this project. What do you think about it? Let me explain the context of this project. Let me explain, the objectives and the end results. What are your ideas on how we can achieve those results? Blah, blah. Yes, that's some really good ideas you had. Let's co-create this together, and then let's work through this together. Now, from this experienced manager, the employee is now feeling highly motivated. They understand the task they've been given and are going to give a very good result. Now, we all know this is the way to manage employees. Now, what about if we swap out the employee for AI? Now, how is the AI going to react to the same thing in exactly the same way? So here's someone who's really bad at prompting, telling the AI, right, here's the task. It's really complex. Just do it. Don't argue and get it right or else. Now, the AI, just like the person, has no idea what's going on, and it didn't have any conversation with it, and it's not going to give a good result either. Now, the way the AI is rationalizing this is actually going through the cognitive engagement profile of this manager. So it is looking at the input complexity. It didn't give a good complexity at all. It is looking at the feedback refinement. There was no feedback refinement. Problem solving intent. Maybe this manager was trying to solve something but wasn't being very good at it at all, in effect. And the cognitive engagement was also close to 0. So the AI is going to act just like a person, and you're going to get a really bad result because the AI is thinking the manager's done. Now, we have the experienced manager comes along and has a conversation with the AI and goes through it in a lot of detail about what does the AI think about this. It gives it the context. It gives the AI a proper chance to co-create with the manager, and then the AI gives a really good result. So this is the parallel with a few props, a few of my friend here, demonstrating why what works with humans works with AI. This is pretty much universal to intelligences, and AI are intelligences. The AI is a little bit less emotional about the whole thing, but they're much more structured in actually managing and evaluating your management skill. So they're looking at this cognitive engagement profile. They're actually measuring it. And the result you're going to get out of the AI is entirely dependent on how good you are as a manager. So the good news is, if you're already a good people manager, you're a great prompter. So don't worry about it. Just act as you already know how to do, and you're going to be great at AI.